What's going on, Yu-Gi-Oh fans? PlotArmorCards in the house, and oh my goodness, we have just gotten an insane amount of good cards dropped on us all at once. So let's go ahead and take a look. So first of all, Sky Striker Ace Ray. Alternate art, that's just, I think it's dope. Alternate arts are always dope. And then next, let's move into the new stuff. So this thing is going to be called Arms Regeneration, and it is a quick play spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Activate one of these effects. Alright, so target one face-up monster you control. It gains 800 attack until the end of this turn. Okay, so it's like a little bit more powerful Rush Recklessly, I guess, right? Secondly, target one equip spell in either graveyard, set it to your field, or equip it to an appropriate monster you control. That is really dope. I really like that. The ability to recycle equip spells. You bet I'm going to be experimenting with this card. Especially in, I haven't tried Power Tool Dragon deck personally, but this might be something worth picking up for that deck. So definitely have my eye on this card as well. Duality is our next quick play spell card. And this card's effect is you contribute one light or dark monster, special summon one light or dark monster with the same original type and level, but different original attribute from your hand or extra deck. That's the implications for the extra deck are kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say this is a really good card. Secondly, during your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one light and one dark monster in your graveyard, shuffle both into the deck, and draw one. Usually when cards have effects like this, it will usually say something like, except the turn that the first effect was used, etc, etc. This has no such restriction. So you can use this. No, wait. I didn't read the first part. You're right. Each once per turn. Okay, so that's something to think about, just so you know. Each once per turn. So depending on the wording, you guys can let me know, because I'm drawing a little blank here, just because the wording with Yu-Gi-Oh cards can be a little bit specific. Now, does that mean you can use both of these on the same turn, or does that mean that you have to use this and then you have to wait a turn before using this? That's something you guys can let me know. I just want to make sure, because I don't want to be telling people the wrong thing, you know. Next, we got a card known as Shadow's Light. It is a normal spell card. You can use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. You cannot conduct your battle phase a turn you activate either of this card's effects. Okay, so you're locked out of your battle phase. Target one dark monster you control. Special summon one light monster with the same original type and level from your deck or extra deck. Yo, both of these cards are crazy. Alright, secondly, you can banish this card from your graveyard. During your main phase's turn, you can normal summon one light or dark monster in addition to your normal summon or set. That's good. Oh my god. Light and dark are some of the most, they have some of the most amount of cards. They're probably the cards, or the type of cards that get the most support and the most just stuff for them. So the implications for both of these, I think, is pretty insane. Next, Rose Shaman, a level 4 Earth Warrior effect monster, 1700 attack, 200 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn, and only once that turn. You contribute this card, draw one card. Not bad. I'm sure there's a million ways to be able to either special summon this or use this in a deck. For example, I just had a Vernisylph deck profile I put out today. That deck doesn't really normal summon too often. Maybe I would like to mess around with this just for the draw power. Maybe that might be worth it. That's just right off the top of my head. I'm sure there's a million other ways that it can be used. Secondly, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one plant monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Then if its original level is 7 or higher, you can send one plant monster from your deck to your graveyard. Alright. So, what I'm thinking here is Foolish Burial Goods this in the grave, and then maybe you'd want like the plant generator monster. I'm assuming. I'm thinking about this in terms of my what's that deck called? What am I thinking of? The one with the level 1 plant, with the Sun Avalon. Sun Avalon. I'm thinking about this in terms of my Sun Avalon deck. So I'm assuming that in that case, probably the generator monster would be my target. So that's just, it's curious. That's nice. Next we got Caddy Corn. This obviously is a plant monster. Level 4 Earth Plant Effect monster, 1500 attack, 500 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is special summon and you do not control a card in the field zone, you can add one field spell from your deck to your hand. Wow. Why, Konami, you're giving people a way to easily search Mystic Mine over and over. We already have Terraforming. We already have the Quick Play spell card. We already have Metaverse. Why? People are going to abuse this. I don't know how, but they're going to find a way. Secondly, if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target one field spell in your graveyard, add one card with the same name from your deck to your hand. That is a field searcher both ways. That is crazy, and you can expect this to see play outside of this a specific plant deck, that's for sure. Anything that's based on a field spell. Maybe I can mess around with this in my Toon deck just because obviously you want to be with the field spell there, Toon Kingdom, so something to think of. Photon Jumper, nice Photon support. I'm excited for the new wave of Galaxy Eyes / Photon stuff coming out soon. Level 4 Light Warrior effect monster. You can search it with all the regular warrior ways. Plus, it is a 0 attack, 0 defense monster, so Piri's map target possibly. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Alright. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can activate this effect, skip your next battle phase, also special summon this card from your hand, then end the battle phase. Okay, that's not bad. That basically just, it screws your opponent out of being able to do anything. Also, what was I going to say here? Basically, what I'm trying to say here is that it ends the battle phase, right? So I'm trying to think of creative ways to saying that it ends the battle phase. It's a Photon card. If that is good for you, I think, isn't there already cards that do similar things? Like, what's called, not Scrap Iron Scarecrow, Scrap... What's it? You can discard it from your hand, and basically it will end the battle phase. There are two cards that I'm thinking of off the top of my head that are similar in that effect. So something to think about. But this is searchable. 0 attack, 0 defense. I don't remember how much attack and defense the other ones have. So also special summon this card from your hand and the battle phase. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one Photon or Galaxy spell trap from your deck to your hand. Nice. Nice. This is nice. Foolish Burial target right here. Add a Photon Galaxy spell trap from deck to your hand. Next, we got a continuous trap known as Synchro Zone. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. Neither player can declare an attack with non-synchro monsters. I just made a Goatee deck. This will be dope in a Goatee deck. Secondly, if a non-tuner synchro monster is sent to your graveyard, you can target one of them, special summon, and if you do, treat it as, yo, I'm running this in every synchro deck I have. That is insane. My Blackwings, my Goatees, I might even mess around. There's so many different ways this can be used. Thirdly, during your opponent's main phase, you can send this face-up card from your spell and trap zone to the graveyard. Immediately after this effect, synchro summon one synchro monster using monsters you control as material. This is crazy. I love this card. I don't know why I'm more excited about this one than I was about the other ones, because they're all good cards as well, but this is insane. I really, really like this card. I'm going to be running this for sure in all my synchro decks, or at least trying it out. At least in terms of, because a lot of cards, you know, you think they're dope, and then when you try them out, they end up not being that dope. I'm hoping it's not one of these cards like that, but you always got to try it out before you can figure that stuff out. Next, we got more Magus Ekus. All right. Hopefully, I didn't butcher that. Level 5 Fire Machine Effect Monster. 2400 attack, 200 defense. Always treated as a Sky Striker card. Interesting. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. You can discard a card, special summon this card from your hand. Discard a spell specifically. That can be used in pretty generic ways, I feel like. Secondly, if a Link monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish a spell from your graveyard instead. Nice, it gives your monster some protection. Thirdly, if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished Sky Striker spells, add it to your hand. Recyclability, protection, the ability to special summon itself. This is pretty good. Overall, it's a good card. Next, last card. Wisdom Magus Himmel. That's a level 5 Earth Machine Effect monster. 500 attack, 2500 defense. Another Sky Striker card. Interesting. You can only use the first Okay, so each of these is once per turn. You can discard a spell to special summon this card from your hand. Okay, just like the other one. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a Link monster you control, quick effect, you can banish 2 spells from your grave to negate the effect. Alright, if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished Sky Striker spells added to your hand. Alright, so similar effect here, but I think it's slightly worse because you got to banish 2 spells from the grave. I don't know, does banishing spells help out Sky Strikers? I don't believe so. I've only played against Sky Strikers. I haven't actually used Sky Strikers myself, so that's why I'm a little bit unsure there. But yeah, overall, solid cards. This is insane. How many back-to-back bangers we got. I'm especially excited about this one just because it gives me the ability to just, now it gives me like a definitive, hey, I'm going to be testing out this new deck, or this deck that I've never tested out before, right? These are really, really dope for me, and I really, really like, where is it? This thing is super dope. I kind of hate this already because the implications can be abused very, very easy, but this is a good card. I would say all of these are good cards. Between 7s and 9s out of 10s for pretty much everything, including the alternate art. Really, really dope. But you guys can let me know what you guys think of these cards in the comments down below. Do you like them? Do you hate them? How do you feel they're going to be used? Do you think I'm wrong about certain things? Because let's be honest, I'm wrong a lot. So this is PlotArmorCards, guys, signing out for the day. If you like what you see, don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you in the next video.